Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is Poonam Avasthi, your SST teacher. Today in this chapter, Ideals of our Constitution, in this part we are going to discuss the preamble and the principles on which the entire Constitution has been built. So here we go. So this is part 2 of Ideals of our Constitution. And we are going to understand preamble and its objectives, some of principles. Okay, so what is preamble? Preamble is an introductory document which explains the goals of the government, values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle, and all of these values formed the foundation for India's democracy. These values are embedded in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. They guide all the articles of the Indian Constitution, and the Constitution begins with a short statement of its basic values, and this is called the preamble to the Constitution. The idea of the preamble we have borrowed from the Constitution of USA. As an introduction, it explains the purposes and objectives with which the document has been written, with which the document means our Constitution, with which our Constitution has been written. It explains the objectives of the Constitution in two ways. One about the structure of the governance, and the other is about the ideals to be achieved in an independent India. It is because of this the preamble is considered to be the key of the Constitution. Preamble is based on some objectives and principles. Yes, so to understand preamble better, let's learn the meaning of certain terms used in it. So let's begin. So preamble declares India to be sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. The objectives stated by the preamble are to secure justice, liberty, equality to all the citizens, and promote fraternity to maintain unity and integrity of the nation. So to maintain unity, all of these are provided to the citizens under preamble. Okay. So these all are the terms which we are going to understand one by one. Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. So let's begin now with the term sovereign. Sovereign means absolute independence. It means people have supreme right to make decisions on internal as well as on external matters. No external power can dictate the government of India. It means India has supreme right that we can take our own decisions. No external power can tell us, rule us about the decisions. Clear? Next is socialist. It means commitment to attain ideals like removal of inequalities, provisions of minimum basic necessities to all, and equal pay for equal work. Secular. Secular means that India do respect all the religions, but there is no official religion of the country. Citizens have complete freedom to follow any religion, and government treats all religious beliefs, thoughts and practices with equal respect. Democratic or democracy means a form of government where people enjoy equal political rights. The democratic principles are highlighted with the provisions of universal adult franchise, elections, fundamental rights and responsible government. Republic means the head of the state, the president, is an elected person who is indirectly elected and he is not a hereditary ruler. Clear everybody? Next is justice. So citizens cannot be discriminated on the grounds of caste, religion and gender. Social inequalities have to be reduced. Liberty means there are no unreasonable restrictions on the citizens in what they think, what they wish, or how they express their thoughts. It means citizens are free. They are not unreasonably restricted. Equality means all are equal before the law. The government should ensure equal opportunities for all. Okay? Fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood. It indicates the spirit of brotherhood. No one should treat a fellow citizen as inferior. So all of us should behave as if we all are members of the same family. So by this we have completed all the terms. And yes, so when now beta, every government must keep these main principles of our constitution in the mind whenever they are framing laws, because all of these are important values which are embedded in our constitution. So laws should be made as per these values. Yes or no? I hope the topic is clear to you. Now, time for this assignment work. Yes. So define, you have to do constitution and amendment. And the question is, why was the Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January 1950? So you know the story very well. When it got adopted and what was the story behind this date? You have to mention that. List some features of our constitution which have been adopted from the constitutions of other countries. So complete list we have done, 4 or 5 were there. So you can use that and you can write. What do you understand by these terms we have done today? So few of them I have given here: sovereign, democracy, secular, fraternity and justice. So you have to mention in brief. This is it for today beta in the concept. Assignment also done. This you will get in the PDF form in description box. But before I wrap up, there is one information for all of you, that WebEx online sessions will not be operational on Monday on account of Eid ul-Fitr. Classes will resume from Tuesday, that is 26th May 2020. Okay beta, thank you so much for watching. Keep watching, keep learning.